you're early on at Row. You have to build this pharmacy. Are you mailing stuff out from your pharmacy? Like, can you do that across the country or just in New York State?
So each state requires their own license.
Yeah.
It was a big jump going from a BarkBox e-commerce.
Yeah. Can do
ship wherever you want to a highly regulated.
Yeah.
There's state regulations at pharmacy, state regulations on the medical side, FDA regulations, a whole bunch of stuff. So we started just building the pharmacy in New York. We hired our first pharmacist, Colin, who is licensed in New York and Pennsylvania. And we slowly got more and more licenses that allowed us to ship to other states. But yeah, initially it was just, I think, 2 or 3 states when we launched that we could start servicing.
And then how do you think about marketing at Row versus BarkBox? Because it's very different, right?
Yeah.
Like one is Instagram friendly, the other is probably not Instagram friendly.
Yeah.
Harder,
Yeah.
Like what were the differences between
there were so many differences, but there were also so many similarities, which was interesting. Where it's like I felt like I built my playbook at BarkBox, where it's like, okay, I know how to do channels, do creative development, I know how we're going to optimize, we're going to do landing page, do email. Excuse me. But now it's in this much more highly regulated environment. And so like the biggest change initially was none of the platforms let us run ads. Like,
was there even Legit Script back then or TruePill?
Legit Script, yes. Legit Script was actually one of the first accreditations we got that helped give the networks more comfort.
Yeah.
But we did not get an opportunity, like Facebook wouldn't let us run ads. Instagram wouldn't, Facebook, Instagram wouldn't let us run ads. Google, we got shut down every couple weeks. So it was this constant cat and mouse where like, I remember we've been live for like a month. We were coming up on like a holiday weekend. It was Thanksgiving. Google just shut down the account. And the only communication we got was like, we do not support your business model. I'm sorry. And we were like, that's not good.
Yeah.
So over the course of like literally 12 hours, the tech team completely rebuilt the website, new domain, got it pushed, applied for new certification on Google, got approved, and we got back up and running. But it wasn't until we were able to actually get in like the room with the Google team and the Facebook team and talk with them about what we were doing. We had all of the best healthcare medical advisors across the world. Z's dad brought in all these really well-known people. We could talk to them what we were building and why it's important, how it's safe, and like the checks we're taking, the legitimacy, and slowly brought these people along. It's the same thing with every channel. We try to go out to podcasters. No one wanted to touch this. I don't want to talk about erectile dysfunction on my show. Like people are going to think, oh, I have that. And like,
Right.
And so it took a lot of work to get people comfortable with what we were doing. And once we were able to unlock the channels, you could start to deploy the playbook. But that was one of the big early challenges, was just no one wanted to run our type of ads. And so once we were able to kind of get that moving, things really started to take off.
And so now has that been unlocked? You're able to run Google ads, Facebook ads, anything you want.
Yeah. Primarily,
Yeah.
I mean, and Row has grown into much more than where it started.
Sure.
On the men's health side, has a really big wellness practice, has a really big weight management and dermatology and mental health and fertility practice. So there's a lot more than where we just were at that time. But yeah, it was certainly a big challenge early on.